The book My Pen, My Weapon or In Elithayadam, authored by senior Tamil journalist N. Vithyatharan, was launched in Colombo yesterday.
The event was graced by a distinguished gathering including political figures and veteran journalists.
I had been in the journalistic field, especially during the vote on of this period, about 3.5 decades. My experience as journalist, I have written a book and I have named it My Pen, My Weapon. And I think that it will elaborate how I managed to handle all these issues and how we overcome all these crises and how we managed to publish the newspaper.
The war is over. And there has been a significant change of chant by the TNA and the Tamils. The acceptance even before the 2009 of the 13th Amendment, though the government had promised that they go beyond the 13th Amendment, at the moment everyone says let's go into the 13th Amendment. The acceptance of a unitary state, the acceptance of the recommendations of the Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission. But unfortunately, there has been no adequate response to this by the government. Now many of us, Sinhalese, Tamils, Muslims, want a Sri Lankan identity. But why is it that the Sri Lankan identity not being created? Because you can't have a country that is divided. The more you keep dividing it, the more problems you will have.
Right to Information Act is an essential necessity today. And that is something that all political parties that are attempting to face a national election will have to pledge before the people. At least the enactment of the Right to Information Act would be one such piece of legislation that will ensure that governance in this country would be something that would be subject to probity and would ensure that corruption, which has been one of the banes which all of us are trying to get rid of, would be at least to a great extent contained.
The struggle to win our rights was carried through violence. Today, such a situation does not exist. 5 years have lapsed since the end of war. In the present environment, we must find an acceptable solution to the national problem, which respects the rights of all communities within a unitary state. There is a need for devolution of powers which meets the aspirations of the people of the individual provinces, while protecting territorial integrity. We must have governance which upholds our identity. This is our hope.